Racing, and today is day one with our next generation ND chassis Miata. We've been waiting for today for so many months. We were at the Monterey event where they introduced the new chassis. I've gotten to sit in it in a couple of events. I even got a ride at a recent event, but today is the first day I'm driving an ND, and I'm impressed. This baby is going to own the autocross circuit this year. Here's one little turn for just a little fun. Woo! What you notice immediately, the first thing that really impresses me is that it's so obviously a Miata. And what I mean by that is the Miata DNA, the Miata-ness of the switchgear, how everything falls to place, where the steering wheel is located, the feel of the shifter, the feel of the pedals, the location of the pedals. It all feels so Miata, so obviously Miata. If you've owned a prior generation Miata, if you've driven a prior generation Miata, it's all gonna feel like home within 5 minutes of driving. Within 5 minutes of driving, your brain's gonna say, oh yeah, I know this kind of car. And yet, the chassis is tighter. The torque compared to any other stock Miata is quite a bit better, especially off the line, especially in the low to mid-range. You notice it immediately. Up at the top end, it feels like an NC, a stock NC in terms of power. But at the bottom end, off the line, and from 3,000 to 5,000 in particular, the better torque per pound of this ND is really obvious. You're gonna notice, you're gonna feel it. Feels so good, so smooth. Chassis dynamics, excellent. Best stock Miata ever. Here's a little bump and turn action here. I was driving this thing for 5 minutes before I said this thing is going to own autocross this year. Steering feedback, some reporters say, hey, it's too light on center. Well, it is light on center, but it's not vague. And as soon as you get into a turn and start to load it up, you feel it, you know what the tires are doing. The perspective over the hood is fantastic. The extra low hood on this third generation, the way you look down through the fenders at the pavement that's coming, really gives you sort of a gun sight view on the road. You know exactly what you're doing, you know where you're going, and it really helps you drive with confidence as you're heading down the road. The transmission, best Miata transmission ever. I had read that they'd taken out various plastic bits that were in the prior generations to give a more direct, obvious feel as you're selecting the cogs, and it's true. I know it's going to be hard for some folks to believe that it could be even a better transmission until they drive it. Believe me, when you drive it, you're going to say, yeah, the way you can grab those gears with confidence is better than any prior generation. Heel toe action feels great. You want to rev match as you go up and down. Everything's where you want it. Everything's going to feel like a Miata. It's just a little more power, a little stiffer chassis. All in all, first day impressions, solid thumbs up. Can't wait to get this thing out to autocross, which we'll do next week. From Goodwin Racing, this is Brian Goodwin. Have a good one.